Right, let's get into Caz Milligan here. Remember who Caz Milligan is? He was the Scottish... I don't know. You can't really call him an influencer because he doesn't influence anything. But do you remember we had a gay old time watching him and his wee girlfriend go on holiday to Rome? I did a whole trilogy there on YouTube. One of my least watched clips on YouTube. Next to 0 views on those, and I had a whole lot of fun watching that. So we got introduced to Caz Milligan on Jed and Geedy's Hard Listen podcast, which they did a total of 3 episodes of, I think. Caz actually saw the coverage that we did of that, and he got in touch and he said he liked it and blah 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 blah. He's, you know, left a few comments since then, and we covered his rap music video. Everyone we cover in this show eventually does a rap video, if they haven't already done one. It turned out to be a very hard listen, says Raw1210. Yeah, maybe we should go back and listen to all of those before they delete them out of embarrassment. Stevman says, how'd he pass the test to get a boxing license? Doctors would have thought he had CTE before getting in the ring. Well, that question might be answered. I only wanted to just show you a small clip from this here. Maybe that'll be answered in this here, and if it isn't answered, hopefully I'll remember to tell you how he passed the test. All right, so check this out. This is Caz Milligan. So there's a whole... I hate these influencer boxing matches. It's like the biggest no names versus even lesser names. So Caz Milligan's doing one, and we've got Gavino, aka All Inside Your Mind. He's hooked up with HS Tiki Taki to do another very low rent boxing match. But anyway, let's see what Caz is up to here briefly.
The guy who sort of made all this possible, booked this venue, sorted it. Mostly, he's the one that wanted to try and start this in Scotland.
So, did you hear what that wee lad said there? The person that sorted the venue, the guy who made all this possible, Caz Milligan. That's how he passed the test, Steveman. Because I don't think he passed any tests. He just paid for this all. God knows where he's making the money from. Because he's not really that popular, you know what I mean? It's like, if you ever catch him live on TikTok, it's just everyone's slagging him, and he's like, you know the way they do these little battle type things where he's talking to someone, he's always talking to someone who's taking the piss out of him, and blah, blah, blah. Everyone's always threatening to beat him up. That's why he put on this boxing match, to be like, I'll box you rather than you jumping me. Here he is. He's like, honestly, where's he getting the money from? Because like his clothing brand doesn't make any money. I think he has like a similar business to maybe Jed or Geedy, like a marketing type thing. But you always go to those these influencers if they have their own social media marketing company. You always go to their Instagram pages for the company, and they always have like 200 followers or something. He's hired a wedding car, says Steveman. So like, I love the thought. Who edited this here? You know what I mean? Caz Milligan himself edited this. Maybe he hired an editor, but like they're inside the venue, and then it cuts to outside to show him arriving in this car that isn't his. Tucky Mio says, I know there's a weight class, but there should be an age class as well. I agree. So Raw1210 says, why is he fighting someone's dad? Yeah, so hopefully we'll talk about that in a minute. It's all about this shot here. All about this. He's so happy the cameraman's there. You can hear the photographer, who he's also probably hired in the background as well. Like, how is he... If this is for charity, how is he going to recoup this? How is he going to recoup any of this? I don't know. I don't know. Let's watch that one more time. Who doesn't love Caz? Who doesn't love Caz?
The show has arrived.
The show has arrived.
Let's go.
Every time I cast my eyes upon any of these influencers, Caz isn't even an influencer though. You do know what I mean? He's got his watch on upside down, says Steve, man. Absolutely. What watch does he have on? Because he usually wears a Casio, but he's sort of like... He tells... He's wearing... Steve, man. That's what I'm talking about. He wears this gold Casio, faces it inward so you can't see what the watch is. whilst at the same time is telling people he's got Rolexes. Do you remember in his music video? I got the Rollie on my wrist. F it, I might get two. And he's like not even wearing a Rolex in the video. And then he did one of those GQ, those fake... You know the way GQ does these little interviews with the light blue background and they're talking about the stuff they can't live without? Caz has done 3 of them that he shot himself and posted on his own YouTube channel. And in one of them, he's got a Rolex in a box. And I think we did a clip where we watched his music video on youtube.com/conorg.show. We did plenty of clips about Caz. I really like Caz. He's hilarious. He's quite innocent. You know, he's not mean. He's not malicious. He's just arrogant, overconfident. And it all that Marlon Brando talking about Val Kilmer always pops into my head. I think they were shooting on the island of Dr. Moreau, or it was, I don't know, in his biography or something. Apparently he said to Val Kilmer, you know, you're confusing your paycheck with your talent. But I don't even think Caz has the money. Do you know what I mean? He drives a Corsa from 2004. I'm not saying there's anything bad against that, but where is he getting the money? Does anybody know anything? I feel like Steve, man, you might find out something about this here. Forgot how to open the car door. Fella had to help him. Steve, man, says, child locks mate, can't even leave him alone in the back. I mean, that is true. Do you remember when he was in Italy? If his girlfriend wasn't with him, he would have been, you know, sex trafficked. Sorry. He looks like a shit Ringo Starr, says Raw 1210. Right, let's go. I love that I didn't even plan to watch this bit, but him getting out of the car, look what that's inspired. Look what that's inspired. Caz, you are top tier entertainment, my friend. Me and him are mates. We have a relationship, I called it. He loved that when I said that.
The show has arrived.
Oh yeah, whenever he said if I get 1,000 subscribers on Instagram, he's going to gift me the fake Rolex. Now, he just said it was a Rolex, but I accused him of him having the fake Rolex on that little GQ shoot. And he said he's always wanted this Rolex since he was a little kid. And it's like, what little kid wants a Rolex? None of them. They don't even know what they are. Why would they care? Kids don't care about status symbols like that. And it's like, you've got one, but you never wear it. So I don't think you have one. You've borrowed a fake one or something. I don't know. I really wish we had a fake watch guy that we could just send stuff to. There's a guy called, I think his name's Nico van der Hort or something. And he's like half Dutch, half Irish. And I contacted him on Twitter when it was maybe Caz, but there was another guy, H, had his little watch, and I think I sent that to him. And then a few months later, he did talk about H's watch. And he said he was, you know, scammed and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, let's get back to this. This was meant to last all of 2 minutes here. The security guard's face. Right, let's watch this one more time. Right, we're moving on after this here. Gonna let it play.
The show has arrived.
The golden smile.
Let's go.
It must be her cash, says Raw 1210. No. It can't be. I don't see why she would. I don't see why she would pay for all this. It's an investment into our futures. Raw says, I've never seen an event that needs less security than what they've actually got on this one. There was a cut where someone had to tell the security guy to open the door. Oh my god, we're rewatching this again. Oh my god, there is a cut. Well spotted, Steve.
The show has arrived.
Let's go.
Nobody point anything else out. Look at the rollie on my wrist. F it, I might get two. Look at the wee videographer. He's got one of them Indiana Jones straps on him.
And here he is. Caz the Goat Milligan, everybody.
Caz the Goat Milligan.
Come on, Callum, son.
So this is the guy who's fighting here. This auld codger here. This is a very, very old man here. Look. Permatanned old man. And Caz gives him the old disrespectful head rub here.
Everybody! Come on, Callum, son.
Right, we'll just watch a second of this here. We've got 3 people who clap. There's about 3 people there. The rest of them are videographers hired by each of these people to follow them around for the day.
How you doing, Callum?
I'm all good, I'm all good. Everybody, thank you.
He just said, how you doing, Callum? Is that his real name? Callum?
How you doing, Callum?
I'm all good.
How you doing, Callum? He said. That'll be your wages docked.
I'm all good. Everybody, thank you all for coming.
You're not even mic'd.
You had a few opponents who said they would do it, then for whatever reason didn't do it. How happy you to see this together?
The reason was they were
So Caz has been looking to put on a boxing match for ages, and I think maybe that's because every time someone threatens to beat him up, he just goes, I'll box you, man. I'll box you. Money. It's all about the money. Have you not got any money? Stuff like that.
scared. Let's not say whatever reason, they were both scared. Everybody's been
Everyone was scared to fight him, he's saying.
scared. I know he's scared as well, but he's just doing it to get attention back. But he fell off 2 years ago. I'm the only one that's been relevant this whole time. Everybody gets me, gets the attention, and as soon as they drop it, and as soon as I drop them, they're done. But I'm still here.
So all this is just pomp and circumstance. This is just, pantomime. This is Caz's shtick here, okay? The overconfident simpleton.
You're still here, mate. Your face up on the board. You've put all this.
So watch a couple more seconds, and then we'll hear the Granda he's fighting here.
together.
Speak in a sec.
How are you feeling now that we're all
Looks
together?
like my Granda, by the way.
I feel good, man. I'm not going to lie, I'm proud.
God rest his soul.
So, obviously the haters will chat shit, but, I mean, they're probably lying in their bed paying a $5 to watch it right now.
That's true. Do
This is pay-per-view.
you want to talk about the fight a bit, mate? How have you been training? Obviously,
That's it up full whack.
social media a lot. You've
Yeah.
been training a lot. You specialise in your boxing training for this?
100%, especially fitness as well, I'm not going to lie. But the fitness has improved just over the past 3 weeks.
So I think he has a similar training method to the Wheelo fella, which is barely anything. Right, let's skip ahead here. So on the board here, it says this guy, this old geezer's name is the Property Boss, right? So that's what we're dealing with here. Nobody panic.
I've met you both in person. You are the bigger guy, naturally, I would say. But you're having to drop all this weight to get down to a sort of a weight with
I love this guy doing the most to try and act like this is serious.
Caz. How have you been going about that?
Listen, I'm a natural man, so I'm going to be a fucking man's weight. Unfortunately, I've got to bring myself down to a kiddie's fucking size. So, it's when you get to my age, I'm fucking 59. So when you get to my age, it's a wee bit harder to cut the weight. I've been an athlete for 30 odd fucking years, so this isn't going to be a problem. And Caroline, son, when I look at the wrists in him, man, you've no got a fucking hope in hell, brother. Honestly, man.
He keeps saying he's 59
I'm
and
surprised
60,
you don't
right?
break the
Bro,
fucking wrists fucking wanking yourself.
Bro, that's your
Language out of you.
excuse for getting knocked out. Bro, you're like early 40s, 45
Caroline,
max.
son, Caroline,
He keeps
son,
saying this whole age
tell
thing
you a
is
wee
an
story, hen.
excuse.
Let me tell you a wee story, hen. You've got this fucking vision in your head that you're going
He called him hen. He called Caz hen. All right, there's a vote in the chat right now. Who's going to batter who? 1 for the old man, 2 for Caz. Vote for who you're going to win. 1 old man, 2 Caz.
fucking rounds. I can guarantee you one thing. Caroline's never dropped me in fucking any of the rounds. I'm going to take him to the fucking depths of wherever he's fucking been. You've not got a fucking clue what's coming, bruh. Honestly, you've not got a fucking clue.
If this wasn't such a joke, this would be a good performance. If this whole thing wasn't such a farce, this would be a good performance. Caz can't even pretend.
I'm a fucking guy that's going to take you and fucking turn you inside out. Honestly, mate.
Susie, would you say this is an easy fight?
For me, listen, I keep on, everybody bangs on about age. Age isn't a fucking issue or a problem. For any guy out there that hasn't been doing anything for the last couple of years, take fucking heed here. Just go and do a bit of fucking training, focus yourself, motivate yourself. Because this young laddie here, I'm going to take him off TikTok and social media all the fucking other.
You'll take your socials
So-
off him?
I'm going to take him right off social media.
He's gonna take the socials off him. Right, so let me put my vote in the chat. I am voting for 1. This old man will easily batter Caz Milligan. Now, I fear we will be facing a similar scenario to the Wheelo Fella's first boxing match. It was an exhibition bout. It was the Wheelo Fella versus Dylan Moran. Dylan Moran's a professional boxer. This guy isn't a boxer, but, you know, I think he plays football or something. You know, this old man at least portrays himself as a hard nut. You know, that's his image. Or maybe he was a hard nut and now he's the property man, whatever, trying to clean up his image, but he still has that. Limmy would respect this guy based on his accent alone. Whereas Caz, you know, just a bit of a gobshite. You know, an innocent, lovable gobshite, but...
Once I've finished with...
If the property boss wins this fight...
Property boss. When is the fight? I don't want to pay for it, actually. I want Granda to batter him, says Don G. The only way Caz wins is if he tires out the other guy by talking pure balls to him. Now, this old guy's talking crap as well. Absolute nonsense. Key toys. All right, one more minute of this here nonsense. I'm glad you're all enjoying this, by the way. The local rappers hate this.
Are you
There's
confident
no
enough?
reality in that. You keep saying, oh, hey, I'm going to take... Bro, I'm sparring people that's been boxing for 2
I
decades.
couldn't give a fuck who
So
you're sparring.
how are you going to be better than the people I'm sparring, bro? There's no chance.
So the old guy keeps looking to his mates in the crowd for some... to back up his statements with a laugh.
You're going to be better than anybody
I hope he calls him a bam at some point.
that I'm sparring, bro, and I'm keeping up with them.
Bro.
So you're done. There's no
What?
like, oh, I'm
Listen,
this
Caroline,
heavy, strong
Caroline,
guy.
Caroline,
He calls him Caroline, etc.
Caroline Hen. Pipe down a wee bit.
Caroline Hen.
How's the boxing training been going?
Absolutely sound.
Absolute shite, mate. You were in Belfast.
What do you know?
You're
Belfast, yo!
So I've taken myself
Steve Man says 2 for Caz. Is the only vote for Caz.
over here for the next 3 months, taking this fucking serious. We're doing it at Morrison's fucking gym. I've got a fucking great team beside me. We're working on things. We know what
Calm down, Grandad. It's not serious.
Who do you think's got more to lose here? Between you two?
everybody's game.
Like, this isn't a diss. Caz has a very large nose, right? He could get that broken, and that could be his modelling career done. Not that he does much modelling.
I'll just turn that to you as well. I mean, are you worried about being...
Yes, he's absolutely petrified. Caz Milligan. If you don't know who Caz Milligan is, he is the Scottish Geedy. As we all know, Geedy is signed, Caz Milligan is signed. Caz Milligan is a friend of the Conor.G show. That's because Caz Milligan knows how to take a joke. Everybody hates Caz Milligan, right? Because he's a wee bit pompous, he's a wee bit arrogant, and he's extremely stupid. But he is nice. We need to always make the distinction. You can't go after hating people just because they're thick and arrogant. Maybe arrogant, but Caz Milligan is nice. I feel like all the arrogance and bravado is sort of like... That's why people hate him, but it's also compounded because he lays it on thicker as a defense mechanism, okay? I'm not a biologist here, so I'm just guessing. What a load of waffle. I don't see how anybody could hate Caz after that Rome blog confirmed he's just a harmless idiot, says Rob. Yes, he was lying throughout it, though, about going to Gucci and Balenciaga. All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I present to you Caz Milligan, the boxing match.
Disrespectful as fuck. Punch your fucking head in the night, you dafty. Fuck off.
So this Top Sports 2024 seems to be a Caz Milligan hate account. It's posting all his worst moments that you could think of. And in the press conference, this guy's called Property Boss. He was a nasty piece of work. He was the one that was being really nasty, and Caz was just sort of joking along. Everybody was being sound about it. But here, it seems that in the run-up to the fight, Caz and Property Boss, or Caz, the adrenaline, the psychological warfare has just snapped. And they're doing this beautiful little clickbaity viral clip. I'm assuming this is how Caz's brain works, you know. None of his stunts are real, but he's doing a good performance here.
Disrespectful as fuck.
Disrespectful as So this M.R, this Top Sports hate account has I said M.R there because remember Ziggy Banks? He runs the M.R hate account. Here we go. It's Rocky Balboa. Look at that. Now that is the biggest punch that I have ever seen in any boxing match. The Property Boss did not see that one coming. Did everybody see? Did everybody see this punch here? Usually in boxing matches, it's all very close up. It's all very, you know, even the biggest punches have been blocked slightly before they connect, right? And it's all very, there's no real powerhouse swings and movie style punches. Caz Milligan has just done that, obliterating the property boss's jaw in the process. Watch. See that? Did everybody see that? That was incredible. Look at that. He rocked him. Look at him. Now, if Caz just relaxed here and thought about it for a second, what you're about to see next wouldn't have happened because the property boss was about to go down there. Property boss pulled him down to the ground with his arm. He performed an illegal maneuver. I've just witnessed this with my own eyes. He illegally threw him down. Watch. Let's go through this frame by frame. Right, so here we go with this absolute haymaker here from Caz. Look at that. Boom. The head almost comes off property boss. Right? And then watch here, property boss. Off his axis here. Oh, look at him. He's doing a jig to stay up straight. Caz comes rushing in foolishly with another follow-up combo. And the property boss blocks it and then pulls him by the arm, throwing him judo style to the ground. Illegal. Illegal. I would have been protesting if I was Caz here. And then property boss backs him up in the corner. So after that massive dig, property boss is hurting, so Caz could have had an opportunity to come back here. Very reminiscent of Gavino versus Chef Dave. Don't celebrate too early, property B. Yes! Look at that! Caz! Caz, I speak for everyone anyone who has ever heard about this boxing match when I say not a single person thought you would land a shot like that. Not a single person thought you would land a shot like that. That's a win in my eyes. Look at that. And he does the tippy toe sideways and then he throws him down. He jiu-jitsu hip tosses him to the ground. Pretty sure that's illegal. That should have been a straight away disqualification for a property B. Look at him. If Caz didn't step forward there to counterbalance property boss's tipple over to the side, he was doing a little Fred Flintstone twinkle toes over to the side. Ooh. Property boss was about to keel over, but then Caz came in, so he grabbed hold of Caz and used Caz's weight to correct himself, and then hip tossed him down to the ground in an illegal move. Look at that. Don't put your hands up. You clearly got rocked. I'm shocked at how well he is handling himself. Considering it took him 15 minutes to figure out how to get into the ring, says Rarewich. I feel like for the rest of the match, it is just the property boss battering him, but we're going to watch on. Way better than the Wheelos boxing matches. Both of them. Come on, Caz. At least Caz doesn't keep trying to fix his hair like the Wheelo fella. Like the Wheelo fella clearly said no face shots. Is the corner allowed to push Caz like that? What do you mean, push him back into the ring? I'm sure they are. All right, so let's see this post-fight analysis here.
I'm finally trying to drop some serious content, and everybody.
This is just a different fake skit from Caz from like 2 years ago. And there's this stupid account using it against him.
He was just so much stronger. My job wasn't really doing much.
Now, I have seen rumors that Caz cries in this interview, or sometime in one of the post-fight interviews. I've heard that he cries.
I rocked him. I wobbled.
We saw that. I caught
Yeah,
that on camera.
I wobbled.
Oh, so there was only that one time he punched him.
He was just so much stronger. My job wasn't really doing much. I rocked him. I wobbled.
We saw that. I caught
Yeah,
that on camera.
I wobbled him, but I never had the gas tank to follow up with it. As soon as I wobbled him, I thought that was an opportunity for me to breathe and get my breath back. But
He doesn't even know. He hasn't seen the footage at this stage, so he doesn't know that the other guy judo threw him over his hip. He did a hip toss. Just shows you the only bit of footage. That seems to be the only bit of footage that's out there, is the bit where Caz punched him.